Wake up and leave. Party on 999.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Taneajah. If you haven't already know, how's everybody doing? Yes, I don't have earrings on today because it's like literally, I believe it's like at least 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know. Oh, it's about to be 12 o'clock. So, look at the title. Oh, my boobs. Okay. Alright. Yes. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's. I like how I keep saying New Year's. Well, basically it is a new year because it's like, what? Must be the 14th? Starting tomorrow? Like, what? What? We're about to be in February, guys. Like, damn. But, if I look at the title, yes, it's another story time. I hope you guys are enjoying these story times because I know I am by telling them, you know, because they get me in my feelings. And this story time is going to get me really in my feelings. And I hope and pray I don't go real off. But yes, this is the time where my I believe it's my 22nd birthday. I'm 25. My 22nd birthday became a roller coaster. And I am going to talk about it because it was good, bad, upside down, whack, and then it turned good at the end of the day. So let's get into the story time. So I was turning 22 years old and I was excited. So I didn't even know what I was going to do for my 22nd birthday, to be honest, because I wanted to lay the fuck down in my bed and legit go to sleep. That's what Taneajah.Bell I wanted to do. But my friends was like, no, you gotta do something. Like, you gotta do something. And around the time I was promoting, around that time, and I would have pictures and videos, and I was promoting around that time, so doing promotions of like at clubs. So I basically was a sales associate at the time at New York & Company, and I was like, whatever. So on Thursdays, my birthday was on, I believe it was on a Sunday or Saturday, one of those motherfucking twos. So on Monday through, I should say, Saturday, that week I had to have some plans. So on Friday, my birthday was on the Sunday, because I now remember my birthday was on the Sunday. So on the 29th of September, should I even call her a friend? I would say friend. Let's call her Chantel. Me and Chantel been friends since kindergarten. We have known each other from kindergarten to now. I don't keep count of the days now because at this point, it's our relationship. To me, is really rocky and there's a question mark at this point. You know, I'm 25, so on September 29th, we had a birthday party for her son, who I am the aunt to, but I feel to me I'm not an aunt to him because he doesn't know who I am. And that is because when he was first born, she was always at my house. Like every once in a blue moon, she would come in and she would bring my nephew and all this stuff like that. I would spend time so he would know who I am, and then all of a sudden she stopped coming. And it was always excuses. It was always like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm at work. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Like, Girl, but you can be on Snapchat drinking a motherfucking Mike lemonade. You be drinking Four Locals and be partying, going to clubs, and going outside and turning up with your cousin though, but you tired. Really? Okay. So, I got over it. And so it was her, 20, it was his, I believe it was his birthday. We went to Sky Zone, and at this point I didn't want to go because of how I was feeling about it, because it was like, he doesn't know who I am. And it hurts my feelings because it's like, my goddaughter knows who I am. This little girl, when she sees me, she runs to me. You know, like, I'm obsessed with kids. I love kids. I can't wait to have my own. I can't wait to have my daughter. I cannot wait to have my son. You know, I'm so excited when I am pregnant. I'm going all the way out because that's something that I want, you know. And my oldest niece, she was attached to my hip. Like, when she was born, it was always me and her. My baby niece, not so much, because she's a really independent Aries. My oldest niece, Bria, that you guys always see, she's always at my hip. And I made sure of it, because that was my go-to person, like, you know. So, with my nephew, Chantel will always act like she wasn't, I had to come to her. It was never vice versa. And sometimes I will always make it like, yo, let's meet up, or let me come over, let me spend time with him, let me spend time with him, let's spend time with you. And she'd be like, oh no girl, I'm busy doing something. But you in your house, in your bed, watching TV and watching movies, so how are you busy? And that used to irk me, and everybody used to say that I'm complaining, I'm doing too much of this and that. But at the end of the freaking day, I know her more than y'all know her. Y'all just now getting to know her, and y'all coming at me saying that I'm being dramatic. But if you understand that I, as a person and as a woman, if I am so-called the auntie, right, and I don't get time to see my nephew, that basically means my nephew doesn't know who I am. You stop bringing him around, because that's your fault. That's what you do. But when I try to reach out and try to do this and do that, and you making excuses on top of excuses, then I back off. So then I went to the birthday party, and it kind of broke my heart because my best friend went up to my nephew and was just like, oh, happy birthday and this and that. And he kind of paid me no mind. And so when I said happy birthday, such and such, and then he looks at me, he kind of looks at my best friend, was like, who is she? And she goes, that's your auntie. That's your auntie Nene. That's your auntie Nene. He's like, I don't know her. That's not my auntie. You're my auntie. And like, my best friend does not lie. She was right there. And so she was like, no, this is your auntie. That's your aunt. And that broke my heart, because you have to force a little boy to get to know me. Like, the whole entire time, and for Sky Zone, like, I didn't bother him. I just played, I jumped around, and I just sat down for a little bit, and then he was sitting down next to me eating ice cream. And then it was kind of like that, a little boy trying to get to know a stranger. And that hurt my feelings. Like, that really hurt my feelings. Like, to this day, it hurts my feelings, because, like, right now, he knows me, but he doesn't know me, if that makes sense. And it frustrates me. So on the 29th, I basically was just like, okay, whatever. So, I was at work that week, and she came with him, and I don't like when people force their child on me to get to know me. I don't have time for that. I would never do that when I have kids, because that basically means that I'm in the wrong for bringing my baby around you when I was supposed to bring my child around me. Like, when it comes to my sisters, like with my older sister and her children doesn't know who I am. My oldest niece of hers, her daughter, she knows me. Like, she's seen me, but she doesn't she's old enough now, right, where if my sister comes to me and be like, this is your auntie, say hi, she would say hi. But when she was younger, she would like back off because she doesn't know me. And that's how babies are. That's how kids are. When you are not around that kid's life, in that kid's life for a long period of time, and you don't know, and they don't know who you are, they start to fade. Your picture starts to fade out of their memory. And I was really hurt. I expressed my feelings to my best friend, and she basically was just like, you know, just give it time. That's really selfish. She's frustrated. So she brought it to her, you know, Chantel's attention, and Chantel was just like, I don't understand what's the issue. He knows who she is. But she kept making it a big issue about her other friend. I don't have beef with her other friend because I don't give two shits about her. I'm cordial with her because a grown-ass woman. It's about me and you, because at the end of the day, you keep saying you show videos and you show pictures of your aunt, but you don't. And it makes me look like Boo Boo the Fool, because at the end of the day, when I go to events, I look stupid. You know? And it's frustrating. And so, around that week, I was just like, I'm over it. Like, I started crying because it was around that time where, on Thursday, we went to the club. We're having a good old time. I hope if I have videos, I would insert it. My best friend doesn't even want to wear heels with me.
Not today.
And we just had a good ass time, right? So we came home. So it's me, Andy, my best friend, and Jelly Bean, and they slept over my house. We're chilling. So then Jelly Bean had to go to work the next. I think she had to go to. She had to take a test to take a final. That go to school. I think she had work or she had to go to school. One of those two, but she had to do something the next morning, and then my best friend had to go do something, right? So it was just me and Panda Bear. So they left that Saturday. I mean that Friday, I believe. And then I cleaned up my room, and all of a sudden, so around that time, they stayed over my house around that Thursday night. My birthday Sunday, okay? Mind you, my birthday Sunday. The tragic of me, so this what made me not want to do anything for my birthday was Chantel texts my best friend. It was like, because my best was just like, how come I wasn't invited to the club? I don't get this. I don't understand this. This doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm supposed to be invited. There's no invite. What? Like, she went off. And then so my best friend was like, well, you don't hit her up. You only hit me up. So what are you mad for? And she's like, I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know what's her problem. Like, what goes going off? And then so, at this point, I basically stopped talking to Chantel. And she was just doing too much. And so she kept saying I'm overly dramatic. And, my best friend basically was just like, you're being wrong because you are in the wrong. You bring, your son over to my house because of my daughter, but I live 15 minutes from Nene, and you don't bring your son around your so-called sister that you have known for almost 20 something years or 15 something years, and you act like you have a bond with her mom. A bond with her mom, but you haven't even came over and said hi. So that's what irked me. So then I'm just like, and then when my best friend is talking about this, she's not saying nothing. And then what got me like in tears, and what got me like all up in my feelings was Chantel said, he does know who she is. She needs to stop being a brat and stop having all the attention. This doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why she's so vexed when I was about to say the little boy's name. when the baby does know who she is. And that broke my heart, because I'm like, you're not getting it, you're not understanding. And I broke down. Like, when I broke down, because when you walk up to a little boy and you say hi, you say his name, and then all of a sudden he looks at you, and then he goes right to your best friend, and then all of a sudden he goes, hi auntie, to your best friend, and you're looking at him like, what? Like, you don't know who I am, you don't remember me. And then all of a sudden that what broke my heart even more was when he said, that's not my auntie. And I broke down, and Chantel didn't understand that. She just thought that, oh, okay, she's just being dramatic. No, I wasn't being dramatic, because if you was in my shoes, you would understand that if I have a child and you get mad because you haven't seen that child, right? Or if I give birth and then all you see is a foot on Instagram, or a foot on Facebook, or a foot on Snapchat, and you're like, wait, when the fuck did Taneajah get pregnant? Where the hell was I not in the loop? What's going on? How come she haven't told me? How come you found out? Then it's an issue. But when you start doing all this, doing all the shady shit, and then my own nephew doesn't even know who I am, that hurts my feelings, because no auntie that been friends with someone for so goddamn long will want their so-called nephew, who their best friend told them that they consider them to be an auntie, does not want that feeling. I damn sure didn't want the feeling, but I ended up getting it. And I sat down on the couch and I just bawled, and I cried and cried and cried. And Andy and was about to go off, and then all of a sudden, because Chantel made it an issue because I didn't invite her to the dinner I was having on Sunday with the girls, right? And this was so last minute. Like I just said before, I wasn't planning on doing anything for my 22nd birthday, to be honest. I wanted to lay the fuck down and go to sleep, because I got work in the morning, I had work in the morning, and and I was a sales associate at the time, so I didn't have days off, I only had Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday off. And I forgot I had Monday on. I forgot I had to work on a Monday. So like, at this point, I'm over it. So I go to sleep, and I basically cried myself to sleep, and my best friend's telling me more information, what Chantel's saying. I'm just like, yo, I don't want to hear this anymore. I don't care at this point. I'm over it. So then my best friend's like, how about you come over to my house tomorrow, and I have a surprise for you tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I wake up the next morning, and what got me even more vexed was I couldn't find my debit card. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I took apart my whole entire room to find my debit card, guys. And I went off. And I'm like, I'm not nope, I'm not going nowhere. Fuck this stuff. I'm going off. And I cried. Like, I was just like, this is the worst birthday week ever. Like, the only thing that was really popping, like actual popping, was the club. Like, this is whack. And so I end up still going to my best friend's house. I couldn't even find. It took me a while for me to find an Uber to get to her house. It was like $6 to get to her house. And I'm just like, yo, I don't like this. So I'm telling her this, and she's like, when did you first have it? I'm like, I don't even want to do it anymore. I don't even want to go out tomorrow. Like, just like F this right now. And she's like, best friend, you have to go out. I'm like, I don't want to go out. Like, fuck this shit. So next you know, you end up walking outside, and so next you know it, my best friend gets a call from Chantel. And then she's like, what are you doing? And then so my best friend's like, oh, I'm doing something for Nene because, tomorrow's her birthday, and I'm surprising her right now. So I have to call you back. She goes, for what? She said, because I have to call you back because I'm doing something for my best friend. And she hangs up the phone. So then she writes a long paragraph to her. I didn't care. My best friend didn't care. So we get in the car. and then we're heading into what Andy's mom ended up driving us to somewhere. I'm just like, where are we going? And all of a sudden I get so happy, even though I don't know where my debit card is. There's balloons in the car. I'm like, where are we going? There's balloons in the car, and then like I'm like, where are we going? So I'm so excited, and then all of a sudden we go to the cemetery and we end up going to see my sister. Two favorite people, Andy and LaShonda, took me to go see my sister. And that made me happy. That was one of the most best surprise birthday presents I ever gotten. And I was going through a lot. You know, me and my boyfriend at the time, Ron, the love of my life, we wasn't talking. We was basically broken up. Like, we wasn't talking. We wasn't communicating. We wasn't like on good terms. And around that also time, I was going through a miscarriage in that summertime. So going in that, it's a lot. And that was the worst times of my life, of going through all that. So ready to go home, and then all of a sudden I take off my clothes. I'm about to take a shower, and guess what the fuck was in my bra the whole entire time? My debit card, y'all. My debit card was in my bra. And something told me that morning was like, don't call Santander. Do not call your bank. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? It was in my bra. So then I end up, the next morning, so I ended up texting my best friend, texting my panda bear, was like, guess what the fuck I found? And they're dying laughing, and was like, see, you're just doing too much. Like, you was just so emotional, you forgot to put it in your bra because you had it in your bra when you was cleaning when we were sleeping, girl. Like, girl. So like on Sunday, we end up going to, my best friend went to my best friend's house. I ended up chilling with my goddaughter. And there's a video here. She's up to no good. What are you doing, Autumn? Moo. I'll leave other videos with her and all that. So we end up chilling. We end up going to Fridays, having a good old time. Food. Girls, you look like you're possessed. These heifers like the surprise motherfuckers and shit. And then after that, we couldn't tip or pay the full bill because us bitches was full on broke because of like spending on because my checks was really small working at New York and Company, and I just left Forever 21, and so I wasn't myself. So, cause there was a lot going on, cause they took me off the list. That's a whole different story at another different time. So I can't wait to tell that goddamn story at the time I left Forever 21. So yeah, it's full on, and also I only was getting paid $182. So imagine going to the club. You go to the club free because we're promoters, and then you end up getting all this food, right? Well, thanks to Jelly. And then after that, you end up spending more money on junk food, and then all of a sudden you had you had $100 and something, and you go down to $50 something, and you have to take the bus, and you waiting for the bus. I mean, you have to take an Uber, and you end up getting and then it's a lot. It's a lot. And so we end up playing around with the freaking I think it was like dessert, because they ended up surprising me with like the the little cheesecake. It was really good though, really good. And ice cream, and I had a good old time. And then we end up like didn't tip in the girl, but the girl was fantastic. Like, she was really fantastic, but we didn't have no money though. Okay, we didn't have no money, honey. And I felt bad for her because, like, you know, waiters, they live off tips. And I always give a good tip when I'm going out, like to Fridays or to Applebee's or to Uno's. Like, I always make sure I give a good tip, you know, fine. But at that time, we was broke, boo. Like, and yeah, we end up heading home. Like, Panda Bear and freaking Jelly Bean had to go all the way to freaking 7-Eleven across the street, guys, to go to the ATM machine while it was already closed. Bless drove a God for them to open the damn store, for them to go to the ATM machine to take out money, because we was gonna be scrubbing some damn dishes. Okay, I wasn't have time on my birthday. I had to go to work tomorrow. Okay, I had to go to work from 9 to 1. All right, so look. And then so we end up rushing out. Like, we end up running out. Like, it was funny. And we end up getting the Uber. They got an Uber. Me and my best friend got an Uber home. And then that was it. That was basically, like I just said, it turned into a fucking roller coaster. Like, that whole week was just a roller coaster. That was the worst week of my life. But at the end of the day, it turned out good. And I do enjoy that 22nd birthday. Even though it was a lot of bumps and twists and turns and flipping around, but at the end of the day, I did enjoy my birthday. I did enjoy my 22nd birthday. And now that I'm 25, y'all, I'm 25, shit, I don't remember anything for my 25th birthday. I know my best friends and my babe knows what the fuck happened to me at, you know, on my 25th birthday, but that's a whole different story, a whole different time. But I know I did, because it brought me back some memories. It brought me back some headaches, but I did enjoy my 22nd birthday at the end of the day. It was fantastic, and there's more birthdays to come. I hope I could film it for you guys now, going into 2020 of this year, coming, you know, for next year. And if you guys do want me to do more story times, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I'm rhyming today, yes. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to me and my man's channel, it will also be in the link in the description below. It's Ron and Nate TV. Join the family. I'm rhyming today because that's me, bitch. Yes. It's about to be 12:30. Bitch, gotta go to sleep. So I love you guys all. Stay blessed. Happy New Year. It's 2019. Let's live it up. We all got dreams. We all got things to do. Okay? Let's keep our head up. Let's keep our head up. Up. Alright? And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Mwah. Peace out.